The moment I realized someone was watching me and my family while we were sleeping, we moved out as fast as we can. I still don't know what happened that night. I just know that I will never look at my house the same way again. It was around 11:40 p.m., and I was home alone. My parents had gone to visit my grandmother, and they told me they wouldn't be back until the next morning. I was lying in bed watching videos on my phone when I heard a quiet sound from downstairs. Knock. I paused the video. Knock. I sat up. It sounded like someone was knocking on the front door. I checked my phone. 11:47 p.m. I texted my mom. "Are you guys home?" She replied almost immediately. "No. Why?" I stared at the message. Then I heard the knock again. This time, it was louder. Bang. 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 I slowly got out of bed. I wanted to look through the window, but something told me not to. Instead, I locked my bedroom door. Then I heard footsteps downstairs. I froze. Someone was walking inside my house. I grabbed my phone and called my mom. She answered in a whisper. "What's wrong?" "Someone's downstairs." There was silence. Then she said something that made my stomach drop. "Don't make a sound." "Why?" "Because we're still at Grandma's." I stopped breathing. If my parents weren't home, who was downstairs? Then I heard a voice. My voice. "Mom?" It sounded exactly like me. My mom whispered, "Do not answer it." The footsteps slowly moved up the stairs. One step, then another, then another. I crawled underneath my bed and covered my mouth with my hand. The footsteps stopped outside my bedroom. Then the person whispered, "I know you're awake." I started shaking. My bedroom door handle slowly moved. Click. The door was locked. The handle moved again. Click. Then everything went quiet. I waited for what felt like forever. Finally, I heard the footsteps walk away. I waited another minute before crawling out. I called my mom again. She told me to stay hidden and that they were calling the police. Then I heard something from downstairs. My front door opened. I almost screamed. But then I heard my dad's voice. "Sweetheart?" I nearly cried from relief. I ran downstairs, but halfway down the stairs I stopped. My dad was standing at the front door. My mom was behind him, except they were both still wearing the clothes they had worn earlier that day, and my dad was holding something, a flashlight. He looked at me and said, "Why did you call us?" I said, "Because someone was inside the house." My mom looked confused. Then she whispered, "Sweetheart." She pointed behind me. "Who was that?" I slowly turned around. Nobody was there. But then we heard a sound from upstairs. Knock. My dad immediately locked the front door. The police arrived a few minutes later and searched every room. They found nothing. No broken windows, no unlocked doors, no footprints, nothing. Then one officer asked me where I had been hiding. I pointed upstairs. He walked into my bedroom. A few seconds later, he called us inside. There were scratches on the floor underneath my bed. Fresh scratches. And next to them was a phone. My phone. I looked at the phone in my hand. Then I looked at the one underneath my bed. They were identical. The officer picked it up. The screen suddenly turned on. There was one video saved on it. The video was recorded from underneath my bed. It showed me hiding there earlier that night. But the video wasn't recorded by me. Someone had been filming me. The officer pressed play. At first, there was only silence. Then I heard my own voice whisper, "Mom?" The same thing I'd heard earlier. But then, at the end of the video, another voice spoke. A voice none of us recognized. It whispered, "She still doesn't know I'm here." My dad immediately pulled me away from the phone. The police searched the house again. This time, they found a tiny hidden space behind my bedroom closet. Inside was a blanket, empty food containers, and dozens of photographs. Pictures of me, pictures of my parents, pictures of our house. Some were taken from outside, others were taken from inside. The last photograph was different. It was a picture of me sleeping. It had been taken that same night, and written on the back were 4 words. "You should have answered." The police never found the person. We moved out of the house 2 weeks later. But even now, I still think about that night. Because sometimes, when I'm alone, I hear 3 knocks. Knock, knock, knock. And every single time I check the door, but I never open it. Because what scares me isn't the possibility that someone is outside, it's the possibility that they're already inside. Moral of the story, trust your instincts when something feels wrong. Sometimes the warning signs are there. You just have to pay attention.